Hi, and welcome to today's video break. And my name is Sabra, and we're in Psalm 25:2. And it says, I trust in you. Now, David's going to continue on in this prayer. Do not let me be put to shame, nor let my enemies triumph over me. You know, yesterday we talked about, he said the same thing. In you, Lord, I put my trust. In you, God, I put my trust. And so we all put our trust and faith in something. But here, I love this part because David says, do not let me be put to shame. Shame is such an ugly disease. Shame is this covering that we wear when we're living in some sort of regret, when we're living in sometimes it's just sin, that we're just not asking God to forgive us, or something, you know, it's just this heavy covering. And often it has to do with something that we've done, or something that somebody has said to us, or something somebody has done to us. And so we live in this covering. And David knew how painful, and he had reason, you know, because people still talk about David's son, to live in shame. But he said, okay, Lord, you're my Lord. And I don't want to be put to shame because of my past or things, you know, people are saying about me. I don't want to wear that. And so shame is something that you wear. But forgiveness is something that uncovers us before God and helps us to just come before him, you know, in total exposure. And Adam and Eve experienced the same thing. You know, when they took the bite of the apple, they realized they were naked. And immediately, what did they feel? They felt shame. And so they wanted to cover it. And that's what shame needs. Shame needs a covering, you know, and so it hides. And so God says, be vulnerable with him. This is this vulnerable thing. Shame doesn't want to be vulnerable. Shame just wants to remain covered. It wants to cover it up. It wants to hide. And David is pleading with God, don't let me have that. And so in our relationship with God, the enemy so much wants you to feel that. He wants you to feel it with others. He wants you to feel it with the Lord. And so David knew that. And so can you pray this too? Isn't this a great way to start our prayer? Lord, do not let me be put to shame. Don't let me wear that covering. Don't let me hide. But let me experience your grace, you know, to walk in God's newness, you know, and every single one of us have probably felt this same thing. And so we've tried to run, we've tried to hide, we've tried to cover it up. But, you know, when in the quietness of our own heart, it could still be there for some. But God is saying, I see it. I see that place of shame. And you want to know what he's saying to you and me today? I want to go there with you. And I want to walk through it with you to the place where you can experience my unfailing love, my cross. You, my friends, have a blessed day.